Hey everybody, it's your boy Bo here. This is a new series of tutorials for Risk of Rain. This is where I'm going to talk about each character's weapon skills and what items suit him or her best. Today, we're moving on to the Enforcer. The Enforcer is a slow but powerful character. Batting away enemies with Shield Slam guarantees you will keep enemies at a safe range. Be sure to use Protect and Serve against walls to prevent enemies from flanking you. Riot Shotgun. Fires short-range blasts or 160% damage hitting all enemies. Shield Slam. Smash nearby enemies for 210%, knocking them back. Protect and Serve. Take a defensive stance, blocking all damage on the front, increases attack speed but reduces movement. Crowd Control. Launch a stun grenade, stunning enemies for a huge radius of 250% damage, can bounce at shallow angles. I'm gonna go with normal difficulty and let's go. So, just like every other Risk of Rain game, you've got 10 seconds to compose yourself before the hordes start coming. Here we are. So first, his most basic attack, the Riot Shotgun. A slow firing weapon, but does a good bit of damage. Stun Grenade, keep everything stunned. Protect and Serve, you'll crouch down, raise your shield up. You can only face that one direction, which means you only fire in that direction. But if you put if you can put your back to a wall, you're pretty much invulnerable. You stand up by pressing the circle button again, and voila, you are back to your normal moving self. Whoa. Oops. So that covers his basic. Attacks. A good strategy for the Enforcer, as I've mentioned before, is to put your back to a wall and do Protect and Serve. See, I have my back to the enemies and they're doing damage on me. So if you can get a good shield slam in them when they're at the right angle, you can knock them all in front of you, making them all vulnerable to your attacks once again. As you just saw just now, the shotgun has a limited range and can only shoot so far. So you have to get everything in the correct range, which, if you were to perform a shield slam, then automatically knocks it back to the best distance for you. The Enforcer will always have a soft spot in my heart, built for just it, because it is the first class that I ever beat the game with. It's a big challenge, but it's nice nonetheless. Each of your abilities has a cooldown. Each ability, depending on their effectiveness, will be given. The more effective an ability, per se, will give you. Well, it'll require a longer cooldown period before it can be used again. Consider it an evening out method that the developers put in, a balancing method. Whoa. Back. Now, on to the items. As always, the best. Well, in my opinion, I always say go for the Bustling Fungus first if you have the Artifact of Command. Otherwise, just go with what you can. Otherwise, just go with what you can get. Protect and serve when you're crouched down and blocking damage will enable you to have, basically it will increase your shotgun firing speed. So I'll go with minefield. It's one of my favorite use items. There we go. Wrong button. We did not mean to perform shield slam just then. So even though the enforcer is holding his shield out in front of him as he walks, it does not protect you from anything unless you have protect and serve enabled, or activated, I should say. I always go with infusion with the green chests. Killing an enemy permanently increases your health. A good item for any character. Can be very useful. Another thing to note is even when you have Protect and Serve enabled and your shield is raised, you can still perform a shield slam. This will still protect you. You will not take any damage from the front while you are shield slamming, but you knock everything back just like you would with a typical shield slam. Since the enforcer fires his weapon quite slowly, a good item to have is the soldier's syringe, increased attack speed. The more of these you have, the faster you will attack. The faster you will pretty much do anything, except run. For that you'll need a pulse skill for. Nope, well, I have broken every bone in my body. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Next, we will be moving on to the Vanguard. Have a nice day.